Hello, this is Jennifer with Women Loving Jesus, and today we're watching Proverbs 5:22. His own iniquities entraps the wicked man, and he is caught in the cords of sin. This visual of trapped in this cords of sin shows you that sin will overtake you and you are wrapped with it. And the verse is saying exactly what the visual is giving us is that eventually the sin will entrap you. It starts out something small and it circles around you, and then you can't move without it. Let me explain this in everyday life. Okay. And just let's use addiction to alcohol as an example. It starts out with maybe you just drink on a Saturday to relieve some stress. And then before you know it, months goes by, years go by, and then you need to drink just to take the edge off on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. And then it's like, well, I need to get started on Thursdays. And then before you know it, you need to drink right after work every day. And then there's a reason, well, it's the weekend, so I need to relax on the weekends too. And then it starts happening. You need to drink by noon, and now you need alcohol to function to even cope with the day. When it gets to that point, which eventually the sin will get to a point that you're totally dependent on it, then all your choices are wrapped around alcohol. I mean, if you have to figure out how to have alcohol to function throughout the day to cope with things, then you're going to set aside money specifically for that you can't use for other things. You're going to make sure that you go to the liquor store. And then if you have to hide this behavior, you're going to figure out all sorts of ways to hide this behavior that limits your freedom. You don't have freedom because alcohol is controlling how you spend your money, how you spend the time, the choices that you make, and you can't make choices that don't involve you not having that alcohol in front of you. You are entrapped by that alcohol and that sin. But just as alcohol is an example that we may know with other people, we can mention several others that may come into play. We can look at slothlessness, laziness, pride that comes into play. Vanity comes into play. Name some of the things that can turn into a sin and entrap us instead of keeping our focus on being obedient to the Lord. So I pray the Holy Spirit has encouraged you today, and that thank you for listening.